What is going on, guys? Today I'm giving you guys basic general callouts FaZe edition for Invasion, Karachi, and Highrise, so you can have a better experience while playing CDL Ranked, wagers, or anything else. Make sure you guys send this to a friend that needs some better communication tips, and let's get into it, starting on Invasion. This entire building right here is called Palace. This is going to be the front palace wall. If you go up here, let's just do the palace building first, and we'll run a circle around the map. You go up this palace ladder right here, which is the side American ladder. This used to be like an American flag back in the day, so a lot of people call it American, including us. But you can call this top palace or just top American, whichever you prefer. And then you go over here towards the P5, which is the 5th hard point, which is going to be this room right here. You have the side window hop up, the front window hop up. If you go back here, you can call this the back staircase, like the back alley staircase area. Or you can call this the flag stairs. It doesn't really matter. We call this side staircase over here the side staircase, or the outer staircase. So they're coming up the outer stairs. Very important to have your staircases just cleared out. And then there's one more staircase in the palace building, which is right here. And you can call these American stairs just because it's the only staircase towards that American side. So that's the 3 staircases for us. And then you're going to push over towards this side of the map. So you go through the front window hop up. You're on the front window wall, the hop up, the wall, whatever you want. The wall head glitches. Obviously, there's a couple of them depending on which side of palace. You can call those whatever you want. You have your outer truck right here. And then this building is going to be ice cream. So this is the ice cream building or the ice cream shop. And then you push through here. You can call this ice cream street if they're coming through the street side of it. This is going to be P2. This whole area is P2 because this is the second hill and hard point. And also the tractor right there. And then this is going to be either called construction or square. And of course, you just have the P2 tank, which is right here. This is the P2 tank or the pillars. The short pillars right here. This alleyway right now is going to be called Dark, and this is called Dark Arches. This building in general is called Broken, and this is also the B point of control. And then you keep pushing forward. This cut right here, we're going to call this DVD cut. This building is called DVDs, so this is DVD, and you can also call this red. Some teams do call this red. Again, this is just callouts that we call on FaZe, but you can call this red or DVD cut. We have the Broken building right here. This building is called P4 because it's the 4th hard point in the rotation. So we call this top and bottom P4 building. Slide down here. This is P4 alley. This is the godlike Heady or God Heady or bottom P4 God Heady right here. This is a really good head glitch that a lot of people play. And then you keep moving on towards the street. You have the white van, and the white van hop up towards top P4. This building right here is going to be called top blue. So you go in it. You have the bottom blue and top blue. So bottom blue. You go up here. This is top blue. Very, very simple. Then you keep pushing through this way right here. This is going to be top market up here. And then, of course, if you're going top market, this is going to be bottom market down here. Market tank, what's it called? Blue alley, or the blue alley, blue head glitch, the cross. A lot of people, doesn't really matter on that sense, but you never know. Going into here, we call this rugs. This side laundry. And then next to market is this back building right here. This is a gas station. So gas station building, back gas. This is obviously a spawn point too, so it's important. And then we have the gas station tank. And then pushing over here towards the white car. This is going to be called P3. This is the 3rd hard point in the game, or Barber. People call this Barber as well. You can call this the white Barber truck, whatever you want to call it. The white Barber car is right there. The fire car is going to be right here outside of the laundry room. And then going in here, we call this small. People do call this couches as well. We just end up calling this like small room. So this is like the small doorway or the small entrance. This is P1. So this entire area is the P1 or the cafe, depending if you're playing control or not. And then going out here, this area in between cafe and DVD is going to be B-Dom. So B-Dom, cafe or P1. And then we have DVDs over here. And then you keep moving around. And then over here, you have the back door to cafe. And then you can also call this area AS&D. And then over this way is usually AS&D couches, or this is the AS&D balcony, which it was back in the day. But you can call this tables, couches, chairs, whatever you want. This is a pretty, popular quarter people play. So you definitely should have a call out for it. And then you push up the street again. This entire street or this side is going to be called a river. Not a lot of water out there, but people call it water or river or street, whatever you prefer. People will understand what you're saying. And then you have the bridge, which is all these Humvees on the bridge, the Hummers on the bridge, the trucks on the bridge. Very, very simple. And then again, you have your palace tank, your main palace tank right here. And then, of course, or your American tank right there. And then your American ladder going up to the American head glitch. And then you are done with Invasion. Let's move on to Karachi. Now that we're on Karachi, let's start off with some callouts. So this is the default spawn of like a control point, right? Of your control, of your defensive control. And if you go over towards here, this is back milk truck. We call this area just in general back milk truck. It's pretty general. You don't have to be super specific. And you go over here towards the right side. This is top sandbags. Sandbags hop up. You can go into here, which is just like the sandbags balcony. And then if you go up the ladder, which is going to be over this way, you can call this just like, you know, just like their spawn ladder. And then you're up top here. It's going to be the top TV or top apartment. So you can call this like top apps. And then you go top apps here into top TV because there's a TV in here. So we call this top TV. And then over here is going to be top P4, just the side railings and stuff. Once if, you know, if they're in the top P4 corners, a lot of people like to sit in here. This is the fourth hard point. So people call this P4, top P4. You have this is bottom P4. And then you can call this garage or shop, whatever you prefer. And then you keep moving over here towards the street. You're gonna have this area, which is gonna be called the BS&D. And then you go up here. This is top bridge. This is a clock. So if you really know if someone's hiding all the way back here behind the clock, you can kind of call that out. Back bridge stairs, under the bridge, bridge cubby. Of course, the BS&D area. This is gonna be the scaffolding. And then over here is going to be chicken coop. We just call this area chicken coop. He's coming towards the coop side. That is going to be top chicken coop in that building. And then over here, you can call this tools head glitch. And then going up here into the chicken coop area, we call this top 3-story because people go up here and then they go up here for the top 3-story area. You can call this triple ACs or ACs, whatever you prefer. And then over here is like towards like the bricks hop down. He's going to hop down towards the grass side. Again, you don't have to be too specific here. If you just say top 3 doing the top 3 hop off, they're going to probably understand it. You have the P3 arches of just over here because the third hill is going to be right here, which is cafe or the cafe hill, whatever you want to, you know, say. If you don't like saying P3, you can say cafe. P3 is probably going to be a little bit more understandable for the general audience of ranked play. But again, whatever you want. And then you have the side parking lot, which is these cars back here. Then you have the back parking lot, which is going to be back here. And then, of course, the P3 building, which I just said is going to be over here. And then going out here towards the tin side, this is going to be the dumpster Heady, looking at top 3. This area is going to be back tin. This is going to be back red ladder. And the reason why this is back red ladder, you can call it tin ladder as well, is up here is the bedroom. And then this is all of top red. So top red bedroom, top red ladder. And then this is going to be top red window. And then, of course, you have the top red in general, which is the double windows, and then the top red balcony. So this whole area is basically, you know, like in red wherever they're kind of going towards from the red call out that you give. And then you have the top, you know, the bottom red stairs, the red hole hop up. All of this stuff is going to be, like, you know, just like basic call outs for your red area. And then this right here is going to be the bottom red doors. We call this Cinderblock arches or just Cinderblock arches. Just like this, like, you know, little pathway here with these cinder blocks going towards red or going towards back mail. This is going to be mail or P5. So back P5 or back mail, whatever you want to call it. And then, you know, looking out towards the tin side. And then you keep kind of pushing through mail window. And then you have bus. And then you have this area over here. This entire building is, you know, diner, side diner, back diner, you know, diner head glitch. And then in here is going to be P2. If you don't want to call it diner, you can say P2. It's the same thing. You have side P2, back P2 head glitch. And then, of course, you have the actual P2 itself, the side P2 windows. And then you keep kind of doing a circle around the map really quick. You hop over this. This is the dumpster hop up or the dumpster Heady. This is the back alley going towards back milk truck again or back barrels, whatever you want to call it. And then you can call this little area small. And then you go back up this ladder. The only thing I missed, I want to say, on Karachi is up here. This is top AC. And I know that there's a triple ACs over there, but they're kind of far apart. So, you know, people will kind of pick up what you're putting down for the most part if you're clear. But we call this top AC, top red hop up. And if you go back towards top AC, if you go over here and you look down, this is going to be the bottom AC or the AC alley. And then, of course, the AC car or the AC car Heady or the yellow car Heady, whatever you want to call it. And if I'm not mistaken, which I'm actually mistaken, right here is the mid-cut or the soda, you know, you can call this soda vending or mid-cut. And then, you know, the flower head glitch or just, you know, the brick head glitch, mid-Heady. You know, he's looking through the door towards P4. And then this is P4 again. So if I'm not mistaken, everything else is covered. The middle of the map is P1 because this is the first hill of the rotation. So this is P1. And you have this as your P1 area in general. And then you have this as a cinder block right here. And the last map that we'll be going over is Highrise. And we are going to be starting by calling this, like, you know, right now in general, Highrise is a pretty easy map. You have, obviously, depending on your spawn and their spawn of what building you're spawning in, depending on what's going on in the control or the search and destroy. You're going to have, you know, the back left windows, You have this, which is the back middle window, or like the middle windows, the middle area. And then, of course, the back right, which is going to be, you can call this kind of just like the paint, or the, you know, like the hop over, or anything of that sort. And then if you want to go into the back area, this is going to be either red or just, you know, these like underground. You're coming up into the spawn through underground, whatever you want to call it from there. Or you can call this red. If it makes it a little bit more understanding, you can have this as red going into the back spawn. And then this is going to be the underground area. This is going to be fans or ACs. And then over here, it is going to be generators or barrels, because there's a lot of barrels on this side. Or again, it could just be their side underground, our side underground. Very, very simple. It doesn't have to get more complicated than that, especially when you're communicating with people in ranked play that's just not your actual team. Here, people used to call this generators, but now most of the time it's just called B point, just for the control point, you know, this B point or the S&D bomb site. And then this is going to be elevators. That would be top elevators or top oil. And then out here is going to be the crane. And then you can just call this entire street, their side of street, our side of street. Very, very simple. And then going towards their right side of the spawn, you know, like their right windows, their middle windows. And this whole entire thing could be called office. So you can say right windows of office, middle windows of office. And then, of course, the left windows of office. Very, very simple. Over here, you have your green tarps and your green hut. You have your outer map, just like, you know, like the Creddy map spot, the outer map spot, the under the map spot, whatever you want to call it. In here is going to be called blue. Going towards underground. If you want to go towards underground, you go down towards bottom blue. And then you push out here. This is the A point or the propane tank. And then that will be the Heli propane tank or the Heli oil tank, whatever you want to call that. And then this is A point because this is a control point. So most of the time you'll be using that as the call out. And then you can call this as the shack or hut, whatever you know, whatever is easier for you. And then again, right spawn windows or paint. Then you have this area. Some people call this wood too, if you want to be a little bit more specific. And then right here is your, you know, your middle fences, your middle generator fence. This is the middle lane or B domination. And then this again is the B point. Am I missing something? I feel like I am. Aha. Helicopter stairs. They're heli stairs. Top helicopter. Helicopter propane or heli propane, heli oil. And then heli stairs on their side, to the opposite side of your teammates or like the other team. And then everything else, if I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Highrise is a pretty easy one. The only other thing, if you hop up here, top middle barrels. Going across top middle, you know, top AC, now he's over the B point, now he's over this, like whatever, you know, wherever he's going, you're trying to kind of call it out. You can kind of get lost in Highrise up here. So yeah, that's basically all of Highrise, I think, in a nutshell. If you go underground this way, I actually don't think I went underground this way. The one side is called red. You can call this, you know, either back tunnel or again back pipes. It doesn't really matter. Or if you just say, you know, like underground towards office or office underground, they will understand that. So that is all of Highrise. Hopefully this video helped you. If it did, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and of course we have the next 3 maps coming to you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in.